Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to DRW Radio 88, because 87 got fucked up somewhere along there, and I know it's there. Anyway, this is DRW Radio 88, and this is the post-game show of Thursday Night Smashdown. I am here with the beautiful co-host of always, E-Feds AJ Styles, a.k.a. Stoner, the beautiful Mrs. Zero, Miguel Roderick, Arceus the Sentinel, and the international champion, Alex Storm. I almost said a moment. Anyway, we are just a few moments removed from Thursday Night Smashdown, and Stoner, you're here, right?
Yes, I'm here.
You and Steve Starkiller Smith stealing the show with the main event in that huge tag team match, Champions vs. All-Stars, stealing the win. But you won the match, but I do not think you won the war. The curb stomp from the undisputed champion, leaving you in the middle of the ring, leaving Steve Starkiller Smith in the middle of the ring. Chris DeLeon's surprise return to DRW. How are you feeling?
I feel kind of dumbfounded from the fact that this Boy Scout somehow decided to curb stomp me after I got a clean win. But I'll deal with it. This is time to talk about you and Christian Rainey. From what I've heard, you've been making quite the echo around the community. I've even put my 2 cents in on this. And so has Youngblood, so has King, and I think DeLeon didn't really care. So tell us more about that.
Christian Rainey versus Chris Zero, the most talked about match in all of DRW history. Final face-off June 21st. The first encounter between Christian Rainey and the DRW god Chris Zero.
Excuse me, let me crack my jaw back into place.
But we're going to go from Smashdown top to bottom. It was tonight here in Atlanta, Georgia, when Daddy was home. Blade Wyatt took on Torrance Banks and Avery Lewis. Torrance Banks made short work of Avery Lewis and Blade Wyatt, and he told Taven Omega that he was coming for that championship, that this was just a point to prove. What are your guys' thoughts on Torrance's short work of Avery and Blade and his chances against Taven?
I'm going to go ahead and speak first, since our little buddy Miguel Rogers seems to be shy today. But anyways, Torrance, ever since Dark Phoenix wanted to prove himself, and since we didn't see his face in the Aftermath, I guess this is his way to try to get back up there, try to get back up to being, well, Torrance Hall Banks. Now, Alex, what are your thoughts on your national champion? What are my thoughts?
What are your thoughts on Torrance Banks?
On Torrance Banks?
Yeah, he made short work of Blade Wyatt and Avery Lewis tonight and then told Taven Omega to shine that belt up. He's coming for the Lock Terror television title.
Honestly, I don't even think of Torrance Banks as threat to any title reign at all. But that's just my opinion. Everybody else can have their own opinion. But to me, Torrance Banks is not anything.
What?
John, Arceus the Sentinel. Tell us your thoughts on Torrance Banks making short work of Avery Lewis and Blade Wyatt tonight, and his chances against Taven Omega at Final Face Off.
Arceus is speaking inside. Speaking through the paper.
That's right, I am. So, I am speaking through my mind. If you can't read it, then it's not my problem.
Wait, I can read paper.
But, I don't really have a thought about that. But
Differently.
I will say this. Arceus doesn't care. Sentinel doesn't care. The reason why is because Arceus is the Sentinel. And if the Sentinel doesn't care, then Arceus won't care. And I'm going to shut up about it because I'm making no damn sense.
Wow.
We move on. It was the death match here on SmackDown. It was Warlord Victor versus Josh Knight. Warlord Victor, the God's last gift with the light tube to the face. And then the Ultra Draven Championship match just came to a head. Everybody that was competing in the match showed up. Miguel Roderick, MR, and everybody. Key Morbid scaring Miguel Roderick away. Key Morbid holding the Ultra Draven Championship. What? This match is going to be chaotic in Final Face-Off. What are your guys' thoughts on Warlord Victor getting the win and his chances in getting the Ultra Draven Championship?
Felix has spoken. Go ahead. Or just ignore it.
What?
Oh, wait. So, what Lisa got on the topic. Warlord Victor. A man I've heard many things about. I don't know him that well, and the match was impressive, to say the least. Maybe, just maybe, this streak that I've heard about that went on for so long, maybe
15 wins.
And who is that broken by again?
GVD.
Well,
1 year ago. 1 year ago, it came to an end.
as long as it does not happen again, I'm hoping for good things for Warlord Victor. Oh, and me and my associate would like to speak
To what?
about something. Me and my associate would like to speak about something after we get done.
Yeah. We will speak. We will speak. It was a non-title match between the international champion Alex Cross and Tyler H. Alex Cross, after Michael X came out and got a semi-distraction on Tyler H, the shooting star DDT. Alex, talk about your short work of Tyler H and your momentum going towards Final Face-Off as you look to defend your international title versus the Monster Messiah.
Well, tonight, I proved once again why I am the rightfully chosen international champion. Tonight, I showed why Tyler H isn't really a DRW Hall of Famer. He's more like the person you put in the weakest group of the whole link. And now, if I'm on face-off, I go up against Messiah. A man I know much about, even though I never stepped in the ring with him. What I do know is, I know enough of his tactics to make sure that he doesn't win at Final Face-Off, and that I keep that title around my waist.
Big words from the international champion. Stoney, your thoughts on the match between Alex Cross and Tyler H? We were sitting at ringside talking about this match as colleagues and as board directors, and you are really into this match, and you are really into the shooting star DDT. Is that one of your favorite moves here in DRW?
That is definitely one of my favorite moves in DRW, especially done by such an impressive young talent. And yes, I'm praising you. Don't get used to it.
So, what are your thoughts on Alex versus Messiah come Final Face-Off?
Well, I know from experience that Messiah is not that much of a challenge. I say this shot's fired, yeah. But I know I can make short work of this monster who dares call himself a Messiah.
It was the co-main event of the evening. Miguel Roderick and Nathaniel Faber. Nate's second to final match here in DRW, and it was against Miguel Roderick. The ring post, the MR on the outside, the MR in the middle of the ring. Key Morbid finally getting her hands on Miguel Roderick after the 1-2-3. Miguel picks up the win. Then Miguel and Key go to war. Key lays him out, goes and grabs the Ultra Draven Championship, puts her foot on him, and then raises the Ultra Draven Championship. Could that be the scene we see come Final Face-Off? Stoner, your thoughts on that?
In this Ultra Draven title, I feel like it's a great respect to our fallen one. I feel like Key is the person who's going to win because she is the most dominant out of the match due to the sudden loss of hype that Miguel Roderick has suffered after facing me. And I apologize for that.
Alex, your opinion.
Well, I'm going to bring back something from the past. Dark Mania 2.
Oh, God.
The MR that Miguel gave Torrance had the whole internet buzzing.
Miguel Mania.
But the problem is, after that match, he never lived up to that hype. You think that he capitalized on all of it, gained a bunch of new supporters, win a bunch of matches, gain a lot of momentum, but no. Somehow that is not happening. It's like the downfall of Miguel Roderick right now. But hopefully, somehow he can pick it up just in time to fight Key Morbid and somehow defeat her. If he can't, Key Morbid is going to decimate Miguel Roderick.
We roll on to the main event. It was Champions versus All-Stars. The DRW champion, Judas Insanity, would tag up for the very first time with the undisputed champion, Aaron Youngblood, to take on Stoner and Steve Starkiller Smith. It was a back-and-forth tag action until Chris DeLeon would come out. Christian Rainey would come out. It would be the lines did on Aaron Youngblood, the shooting star killer press, the 1, 2, 3 giving Stoner and Steve the win. Then Rainey and Aaron going to war. Rainey, Stoner, Zero going to war. It was the KSS versus the Sickness. It was a hell of a war to end Smashdown Cole or Stoner. It was a great war. What are your thoughts on that huge main event earlier tonight?
Oh, I gotta say I didn't expect the outcome. I expected Aaron Youngblood to be laid out in about 5 minutes. No, it lasted a little bit longer, and we had a couple of surprises, especially when that little dickhead curb stomped me.
The curb stomp heard around the world. The KSS was standing tall at the end of the night.
Just remember, that won't last too long. And we have Darth Vader with us.
We have John Arceus, the Sentinel. Now, we roll on next week, June 11th, live from the FedEx Forum in Memphis, Tennessee. The card reads Messiah versus Torrance Banks in the opener. A debut match for Alex O'Hanley and John Newsom. I don't know how to say that. Then it'll be a non-title match between the number one contender for the undisputed title, Steve Starkiller Smith, to roll on to fight the Lock Terror television champion, Taven Omega. Then, in the co-main event of the evening, Key Morbid versus Miguel Roderick. Then, in the main event, one of the most talked about main events in all of Smashdown history, it is going to be Tag Team Mayhem. The undisputed champion, Aaron Youngblood, will tag up with the owner of DRW, the DRW God, Chris Hero, to take on the man who will go one-on-one with Chris Hero at Final Face-Off, Christian Rainey, and the number one contender for the DRW champion, one half of the DRW Tag Team Champions, the man who will be in the Young Lions DTM Cup Finals at Final Face-Off, Stoner. That is next week, June 11th, live from the FedEx Forum in Memphis, Tennessee. We hope to see you guys there. But remember to join us Saturday, June 20th, for the live pre-game show of Final Face-Off. We will be here for the post-show of Final Face-Off. We will also have a post-show of Smashdown next week. Now, Cole Stoner, the writer for Travesty, you have some big news regarding the next time we'll see Travesty. Let the world know. If you gotta break kayfabe, lay it on us, big dog.
Travesty has been canceled. It was canceled by MTV. They really didn't like us. But I managed to get another deal with another company, and I have a new co-GM along with me. This co-GM is none other than Art Hall. Would you like to say something? Of course, he turns off his Skype. This show will be Wednesday Night Warzone, and hopefully we'll get a card up soon. This will be war.
Talk about the first main event of Warzone. We were talking about it earlier tonight. Lay it on us, Big Dog, live right here on DRW Radio.
So the main event was issued. Okay, hey, look, it's the man here to announce the main event for the first episode of Wednesday Night Warzone.
Amari, what is the very first main event of Wednesday Night Warzone? We were talking about it earlier tonight. Let the world know, right here on DRW Radio.
So, my name is GM Amari Hall, and this is for the first edition of Wednesday Night Warzone. The main event will be Miguel Rodriguez versus the DRW God, Chris Zero, in a riot match. No, not Baltimore riots, so you guys keep confused.
Hey, we just in Baltimore, we don't know.
We're in Memphis. Think about it.
We're in Memphis, think about it. It will be Miguel Rodriguez versus myself, and it is going to be an amazing match. And Miguel, I hope you are ready to see the hospital bed, because once you've been powerbombed by Chris Zero, it's not John Cena's never give up. All you get to do is just give up.
Now,
it will be kill, zero, kill.
Can I explain what a riot match is for you?
Yeah.
Before, okay. Every fan, everybody in the arena can touch you. They can beat the fuck out of you. So let's say Chris Zero fans get the fuck out of their seats, they jump over the barricade, start whooping the shit out of Miguel. They can do it. They can even give an 11-man powerbomb if they wanted to. Any shit can happen.
If me and two fans get together and we do the triple power bomb, you're getting triple power bomb, Miguel. It is no longer Miguel Mania. It is now hashtag kill zero kill.
Let me explain. The riot match is also kind of like a death match. You can even kill Miguel. like you did me.
Oh, Mia Rush. That's an interesting topic.
Yeah, we all in fight. Like you guys can fight on the top of the Titantron. You can just power bomb right through.
Oh, it looks like
the woman who has the most momentum to win the Ultra Draven Championship has finally joined us.
Wait a minute, I hear something. It's kill, zero, kill.
That is what you hear.
Kill, zero, dead. Oh, wait, that's my chant.
It is going to be an amazing night. When Warzone returns, Miguel Mania will be no more. But big news regarding Renegades Way Night 1 and Night 2. Night 1, we will see Miguel Rodriguez take on Chris DeLeon in a Hell in a Cell TLC match. Night 2, Miguel Rodriguez will be a part of one of the most legendary matches that DRW has ever put on. For the second time ever, well actually for like the fourth time ever, it will be a once-in-a-lifetime ladder match. And if you guys are unfamiliar with the once-in-a-lifetime briefcase, it is 6 men battling in a ladder match to climb the ladder and get a briefcase where you can cash in for a chance at the DRW Championship or the Undisputed Championship anytime, any place, anywhere. But wait, there's more. Because now, it is not only for the DRW Championship and the Undisputed Championship, it is now for any championship in DRW. You are holding the briefcase to an automatic championship match, possibly automatic championship. Nobody's ever cashed in and lost. Will they make history? Will they go on to cash in and win, or will it be a bust? Somebody will hold the key to once in a lifetime. Miguel Roderick and Torrance Banks, the first two names confirmed for that match. Night 2 of Renegade's Way, we will also see Chris DeLeon take on Torrance Banks. Night 1, we will see Chris Zero versus VTech. Night 2, Arceus versus Chris Zero. Night 1, the main event is Miguel versus Torrance Banks. And night 2, it is an undisputed championship match, a DRW championship match, a tag team title match. Every championship will be on the line. We thank you for joining us for DRW Radio. We will see you next time. Thank you for joining us.